Hi guys, and welcome back to LWA and an episode where I'm reviewing the Scorpion Evo 3A1. Last weekend I was at an event at a place called Asg an Airsoft arena in Randallstown, and it was being put on for the 5th birthday celebration of Gear of War, a local shop. It's their 5th year opening, and ASG were doing their blaster tour. And part of the actual blaster tour, they were doing a giveaway where you could win either 2 pistols or a Scorpion Evo 3A1. And thanks very much to my friend Ryan for putting my name in the hat for me, because I wasn't actually around when the names were going in the hat. But I was the lucky bugger that actually got to win the Scorpion Evo 3A1, which we're going to be doing a review on today. We're going to open up the box together. We're going to have a look at the rifle, have a look at the stuff that it comes inside. I got a nice little surprise with this. I actually got myself a owner's patch, which is apparently really hard to get hold of. So thanks very much, ASG. That was a really nice touch. I really appreciate that. And also I got a bottle of 0.25 gram BBs as well. So got myself some ammo to use when I get to use this one outdoors. So as I say, the box nice and sleek, and we're just going to open it up together and we're just going to go through it all together. So first of all, you get yourself a magazine. The magazine is got a load of information in there about the actual weapon itself. It goes over, it's a lovely glossy magazine. It's not the instructions, it just basically gives you a bit more information about stuff that you can actually add on, so you can get extended barrels, you can go into HPA and it gives you information about that. All the accessories you can buy, which I'm more than likely going to have to get a high cap magazine, because 75 rounds probably wouldn't last very long, or I'm going to have to get another 3 magazines. Might get a drum magazine, I'm not sure. And it also a couple of cases, slings and stuff along those lines, but I don't need any of that stuff. I've got already got cases and slings enough. So magazine, pretty decent. This is the patch that they gave me. Just allow my camera to focus. There you go. So it's a CS Scorpion Evo Owners Club from 2017. I was told by the guy that actually gave me this, pretty hard to get hold of. Going to actually wear this on my kit whenever I'm actually shooting my Evo. Obviously I have to take off my ARP one. So here is the rifle itself. It's a collapsible stock where you just simply lift it down a little bit to open it up. We'll go over the rifle and we'll go over the details in a moment. Just going to continue with the rest of the box stuff at the moment. Here's the mid-cap magazine. Like I say, it's 75 rounds, and just obviously get a speed loader to fill that up, and we'll have a look at that in a moment before we shoot the gun. Now in the box you also get as well the instructions as well. Have to apologise there, the battery just went dead, but I actually just realised something when I was actually just about to show you the instructions. There's one thing that you have to put on this to be able to shoot it, and that's sights. And obviously I was just going to put my red dot on it, but I just found something when I was actually just about to show you guys the instructions. Because I was about to say, here's the instructions inside here. And it would start raining. Marvellous. But look, I get a bit of some sights. So I've got myself a, actually let's take it out of the bag. So I'm more likely just going to stick them on this. So there's a foresight. There's the rear sight. So the rear sight is you look through the circular bit there, obviously. That's obviously there to clamp it in place. I assume that you can rise it up and down on the side there, just assuming that there. And that's the foresight, I would assume. So comes with some sights, that's pretty decent. Weren't expecting that. As I was saying, the instructions are all on the inside of the box. So we're just going to go over just some of the instructions, and don't want to bore you all with everything. But it just says safety first, so always making sure that obviously you know, you put your battery in right and stuff like that. Gives you recommendations for a battery. Battery installation, how to put the battery in. I've already got that worked out. BB load and reload. So it just obviously explains about how to put BBs in the magazine and how to insert and take the magazine out as well. Hop up adjustment, which is I'll show you that on the actual gun in a moment, which is pretty decent. HPA, don't need to worry about that. And power range and settings on the HPA, yet again we don't need to worry about that. Fire selector, so it's got safe, single shot, semi-auto, burst mode and fully auto, so not bad. So let's first of all then have a look over the gun, and then I will put it all together, get all the BBs loaded up, and then we'll do a test shoot if it stops raining. So here's the rifle then. As you can see, it has a foldable stock where you just basically pull it down and then it basically folds open like that. It's actually already the perfect size for me in its actually smallest mode, but you can actually pick that out and actually extend it out if you want to. But as I say, I like to keep my gun nice and close in on side of me there. It has a charging handle on the left hand side, which when you pull back you actually have a bolt release for it there. I've read the instructions, and when you actually fire and the actual magazine is empty, the bolt release will actually hold back to tell you that the weapon is empty, and it won't continue firing until you actually pull the actual the bolt release down to release it, and then you can continue firing. It is not a gas blowback, so this doesn't come, the actual cover here doesn't go back and forth on shots. But inside there you got a hop-up unit adjuster in there, and I can't see where it tells you whether you wind it up and down to obviously adjust the hop-up. So obviously, and I think you need an Allen key to adjust the hop-up by the looks of it as well, because it's the shape of the actual hop-up unit itself. See if you can actually see that there. It's kind of like an Allen key thing there, so you might need an Allen key to actually adjust the hop up, so we'll have to have a look at that. This is the fire selector switch, is ambidextrous, and as I've already pointed out, it's got safe, single, 3-round burst and fully auto. So like I say, that's ambidextrous. And also the magazine release is there here on the front of the actual trigger housing, so you basically push that forward and the magazine pops out, and that's magazine in. It has ambidextrous sling point on the front there, so you can actually put the sling point either on the front or on the left or right, depending if you're left or right handed. So the markings on the gun, you got designed in Czech Republic along the top there. You've also got warning, read manual before use here. You got designed by Lagu there, and then on the other side of the gun you got the Asg Scorpion Evo 3A1 written there. So there is a rear attaching point there for a sling either side yet again. Probably have to get a key. I probably have to get a key ring holder on there, and then obviously be able to attach it onto my plate carrier. So as you can see inside there, that is where the battery goes. So as I said already, I've already got a 7.4 already fully charged up, ready to go inside this. So to get the battery in, you first of all have to take off the muzzle brake, and then you have to unscrew the second muzzle brake thing here. Not exactly what I would say would be fast for being able to change a battery in game. Obviously, if you're going to be wanting to change your battery in game, that's going to take a little bit of a while to actually get in there to change the battery. Now, I have been told already that you've got to be careful when removing this front slide bit where the battery goes, because apparently the cocking handle can actually sometimes slide out. So you just need to make sure that you push it forward when you're actually sliding this off. Okay, and let's make sure that doesn't sling out there. So the battery, as you can see, goes in here. So we'll just pop it in. Wow, okay, so that just took a while to put the battery in there, and I'm going to be honest with you, that was a pain in the backside to put on, man. So once you've actually got the battery in there, bloody hell, that's snug. You then basically just simply put on your muzzle brakes again. Okay, just do a wee test fire. Cool. Right, so I'm just going to put these sights on now. So in regards to the make of the actual weapon itself, everything is polymer. The only metal that I can see is the muzzle brake. Some of the internals, the barrel will be as well. But everything is polymer. So, give me a second. I'm just going to put on the sights, and then we'll do a magazine fill, and then once we've done a magazine fill, we'll crack on with a range test. So on the foresight there, as you can see, to put it in place, you've got to put an Allen key in there and get that in there. Now I've got my Allen keys out, I'm going to actually have a look to see if that's what you actually need to adjust the hop up, because I tried to wind it with my fingers and it's not possible to do. I'm just going to check to see if an Allen key does fit inside there, which it does. Yeah, okay, so you need an Allen key to adjust the hop up, but I would assume once you got it wide in, then obviously it'd be fine. Right, so to load the magazine, pretty simple. Magazine, speed loader, just pop it in there. I'm not going to fill the magazine up to all 75 rounds because there's no point. I'm just going to put in just a couple of pumps of BBs. So there we go. That is the weapon in safe, all fully set up. I have to say the sight picture is not too bad actually, to be honest with you. I'll see if I can actually get you on the sight picture. Hang on. You have to do it at an angle. So there's a sight picture. It's not too bad upon. But I'll obviously be getting a red dot in there. Okay, so I'm going to just go in there, open this door, and I've got a couple of the ping targets that me and my mate Dusty sell on DL Airsoft Innovations. Shameless plug, I know, but there you go. And we're just going to try and ping those bad boys off. So I'm just going to get the camera set up and get some iPro, and then we're good to go. So I know you haven't got the best picture in the world, but you can actually see the 3 targets down here. So you got the orange one, then there's a plain one, and another orange one. So I'm just going to try and hit it on semi, and then we'll go from there. So I haven't got a very good sight picture because number one, my glasses that I'm wearing are tanned, not tanned, they're sunglasses, so I haven't got a very good sight picture, and also the sights aren't exactly aimed up perfectly either. The trigger response on it is actually really good. It's actually quite a nice trigger response, as you can see here. It's actually not bad trigger response. Just do a quick couple of 3-round bursts. There we go. So the other thing that I wanted to test with this gun is that basically the bolt release comes back when you're actually out of ammunition, and it won't let you continue firing anymore. So I'm going to test that theory now. Just got a couple of rounds left. I'm just going to give them a quick burst, and then we'll see if it really does actually work. Well, it stopped firing, which is what it's meant to do. But my understanding is that the bolt release is actually meant to come back, but maybe I read that wrong. Perhaps I actually got that wrong. But it does actually stop firing when you run out of ammo. I had 1 round left, but obviously we can always forgive the 1 round. So you do actually have to pull down on the bolt release though to actually continue firing once you've actually taken the magazine out. So put the magazine in, empty magazine, stops firing, still won't fire, bolt release down, continues firing. So that actually works, which is a pretty nifty thing, because obviously it does allow you to know when your actual magazines are empty, and obviously it will stop your weapon from overfiring, which is pretty decent. So overall, I actually the trigger response on this actually is pretty decent, and I have to admit it actually does feel pretty nice in the hands as well. It's a lot lighter than my ARP 556, which obviously is great for CQB. Once I got it sighted in, and I've also run a few games through it and worked out how the easiest way to get into that battery compartment is, the better. But overall, I'm actually pretty happy with that, and I'm actually really looking forward to actually using this in the next couple of weeks. So I'm going to leave the video there. I just want to thank ASG. Thank you very much, even though obviously you didn't give it to me, you know what I mean, I want it. But thank you very much, guys. Honestly, it's a nice bit of kit. I'm loving having all of these rails here so I can put on stuff on here, and I will kit it out with a foregrip, I think, and yeah, definitely going to get a red dot on here rather than these sights. But thanks very much for watching the video. Please subscribe if you're new, and as always, guys, don't forget your eye pro.